In the far northeastern reaches of Siberia, where the land folds into a frozen wilderness and the air can freeze skin in seconds, there lies a small village that defies imagination. This is Oymyakon, known as the coldest inhabited place on Earth, nestled deep within the Sakha Republic of Russia. This remote settlement endures temperatures that plunge to -71 degrees Celsius colder than the surface of Mars on some nights. Yet life goes on. Children walk to school. Farmers tend to their cattle. Smoke rises slowly from wooden chimneys into the frozen sky. How do people live here? How does anything live here? Tonight, we travel to this silent land of frost and resilience, to discover how life continues even when the world itself seems frozen still. Oymyakon sits in a narrow valley surrounded by mountains that trap cold air. In winter, the sun rises late, just a faint orange glow lingering for a few short hours before sinking again behind the white hills. Temperatures fall so low that mercury thermometers freeze solid. When the cold settles in, it doesn't feel like weather anymore. It feels like the air itself has turned to glass. For nearly 9 months a year, frost coats every surface. Trees sparkle like chandeliers, and your breath turns instantly to mist. The name Oymyakon comes from a local even word meaning unfrozen water, a strange paradox in a land of ice. Long ago, reindeer herders noticed a nearby hot spring that never froze, even in the worst winters. They built their camps nearby, calling it the place where water never freezes. The name remains, though now the river itself lies locked beneath thick sheets of ice. In 1933, Soviet scientists recorded a temperature of -67.7 degrees Celsius here, the lowest ever measured outside Antarctica. Locals say that year, even birds froze mid-flight. At such temperatures, metal becomes brittle. Car tires crack. Eyelashes turn white with frost within seconds, and yet, this village still stands. Fewer than 500 people call Oymyakon home. Wooden houses line narrow, snow-packed streets. Electricity only arrived in the late 20th century. Internet access, even now, is rare and unreliable. But what the village lacks in modern comfort, it makes up for in quiet endurance. Most residents are of Yakut or Russian descent, descendants of herders and hunters who adapted over centuries to this unforgiving land. They live by rhythms older than clocks, guided by sunrise, smoke, and survival. Their skin is weathered, their movements deliberate, their smiles slow but genuine. They know every sound the frost makes, every sign of a coming storm. In Oymyakon, synthetic fabrics are useless. True warmth comes from nature itself. Thick furs from reindeer, fox, and sable. People wear layers of wool, leather, and fur boots lined with felt. A single gap between a glove and sleeve can mean frostbite in minutes. Every movement, even just getting dressed, is a deliberate ritual of survival. Homes here are small and wooden, insulated with layers of sawdust and cloth. Windows are double-glazed and wrapped in plastic to keep out the wind. Every house has a central stove, usually fed by coal or wood, burning day and night. If the fire ever dies, everything water, pipes, and hope freezes solid. The ground is too frozen for farming, so life depends on meat and fat. Locals eat frozen fish, reindeer meat, horse meat, and raw liver, which is rich in vital nutrients. Meals are hearty, designed not for flavor, but for endurance. Even milk is stored frozen in solid blocks, cut and melted as needed. In this place, the freezer is simply outside. The Indigirka River runs nearby, its surface thick with ice. In winter, it transforms into a natural highway for snowmobiles and sleds. Fish caught here, amul and whitefish, are flash frozen in seconds, preserved perfectly by the air itself. Cars and trucks are rarely turned off. Engines are kept running all day, even when parked, because once stopped, the fuel freezes solid. Locals joke that cars here have only 2 modes: running or frozen forever. Every simple task in Oymyakon is multiplied in difficulty. Boiling water freezes mid-air if you throw it. Nails crack when hammered, shoelaces stiffen like wire. Even ink can freeze inside pens. And yet somehow children still make snowballs and laugh. School rarely closes only when temperatures drop below -52 degrees Celsius. Children walk to class wrapped in thick coats, their eyelashes heavy with ice. Inside, a coal stove glows and the walls hum with the sound of muffled life. Locals describe the cold not as pain, but as a presence. It's always there, pressing, humming, whispering in the air. They say you learn to respect it, not fight it. To live here is not to conquer nature, but to cooperate with it. Even the wildlife has adapted. Yakutian horses grow thick, shaggy coats and graze through the snow to find grass. Dogs here are not just pets. They're companions in survival, pulling sleds and guarding homes. Ravens, foxes, and wolves linger on the edges of the village, searching for scraps. Each species has adapted, their fur thicker, their instincts sharper. Despite the cold, Oymyakon holds moments of quiet beauty. The air is so pure that stars seem close enough to touch. Frost patterns on windows bloom like frozen flowers. At dawn, the snow glows soft pink, as if the sun too is cautious here. Locals are known for their warmth, not of temperature, but of spirit. Hospitality is sacred. Guests are offered tea, bread, and a warm spot by the stove. They laugh easily, even when the world outside is 70 degrees below zero. They say that in Oymyakon, you learn to value every small comfort: a hot drink, a fire, a friendly voice. In July, the snow melts. The ground softens just enough for wildflowers to bloom. The same valley that was white and lifeless bursts into color. Children play by the river. Horses graze freely. The air, for a brief time, smells of grass and earth. Then, within weeks, the frost returns. And at night, the sky dances. Waves of green and violet shimmer above the frozen valley. Locals watch in silence. The aurora borealis, nature's quiet reward for endurance. It reminds them that beauty exists, even in the harshest of places. Oymyakon is more than a village, it's a living museum of resilience. The modern world feels far away, but not forgotten. Visitors occasionally arrive, drawn by curiosity. They are greeted not with surprise, but with calm acceptance. For the people of Oymyakon, life is simple, direct, and deeply connected to the land. Here, survival depends not on strength, but on patience, preparation, and respect. No one challenges the cold, they adapt to it. They live not despite the frost, but with it. As night settles over the valley, smoke rises once more from the chimneys. Inside each small wooden home, a fire crackles softly, holding back the darkness. Oymyakon stands as a quiet reminder that life, in all its forms, finds a way. It teaches us that even in the most extreme conditions where breath freezes and silence reigns, the human spirit can endure with grace and simplicity. Here, in the coldest village on earth, life is not a battle against nature. It is a conversation with it. A slow, humble understanding that sometimes the harshest places are where resilience shines brightest. Thank you for joining us on this journey to the edge of the world. If you found this story of human spirit inspiring, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more explorations into our incredible planet. Until next time.